When Stu asked if I would be part of today's message, I was really grateful because, like you say, we have more work to be done by all of us to truly live inclusively. And thank you, Dreams Come True Music Studio, Young at Heart, and Community of Faith Musical Theater for joining us today. We are collaborating to share our message. And we have the first slide up there. I'm going to actually ask Deepak to jump now to slide 2. Some of you heard this story. We tweaked it a bit because so much has happened since. And Cameron's all ready to go here. God planted me as a mom to a child not even born from a country thousands of miles away in the city of Gwangju, South Korea. And at the beginning of the international adoption process, it was paperwork, interviews, and referrals. And Stu and Kathy, you were a part of that referral process. It was just the beginning of the adventures ahead, and this is how Dreams Come True came to be. Little did I know that I only love that boy ferociously, but I have to advocate ferociously for Cameron and continue to do so. Some of what I talk about makes people uncomfortable, and we think it's a good thing. And Cameron gives me his blessing, and his birth mom gives me his blessing to share our story with you in the hopes that it helps you become more open to people of all ages and all abilities. Cameron is my chosen son. He came home to me from South Korea on February the 26th, 2000, at the age of 5 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days. And when I received the referral for the adorable little baby boy, my family doctor recommended, and every time I say this sentence, it gets me, but my family doctor recommended that I turn down Cameron's referral because birth mom had ingested alcohol while she was pregnant, and they thought that perhaps there might be lifelong complications. But they're not complications, they are opportunities. So we are very grateful for Cameron's birth mom, for maintaining her pregnancy, and for me not listening to my family doctor. Thus began the journey of Dreams Come True Music Studio. I'm often asked, how did Dreams Come True Music Studio come to be? And you guys have heard this. It was the spring of 2018 when I was walking my dog, Max, chatting with my sister, Heather, about the difficulty I was finding a meaningful music program for Cameron. He deserved to have the experiences and the joy that music brings to all of us in a truly inclusive environment. We had Special Olympics and many unified programs, but we were missing the piece of music. And my sister said, Allison, you are a professional, qualified music teacher. You've been living the life of different abilities for many, many years, so get started, make it a formal organization. And that was the day that Dreams Come True Music Studio came to be. We are very grateful to you, Siloam, who allows us to rehearse here and to perform here. And I remember back in April of 2018 talking to members of the property committee, thank you, Cousin Dunham, and asking, do you think I could do this? They're like, absolutely. I knew that I would have to have a volunteer or two, so I reached out to people who believed in my son, Cameron, and who knew that he was capable. And now we have a wait list for volunteers. Wendy's in charge of that. Another facet when we do the process is how much to charge, because the first thing you have to think about is musical theater rights are very expensive. You have to buy the music, purchase the licenses, and we wanted to make sure that nobody was turned away. So we reached out to various agencies, including Community Living London, Thames Valley Children's Centre, VON, Developmental Services Ontario, and it was important that these families could use their funding from the government, if they did indeed have funding, to help pay for services. Again, no one is turned away from Dreams Come True Music Studio. Music has to be engaging and have a message that all of us can take home, all of us as God's children. And because we spend many hours a week developing the program, it has to be something that speaks to me personally. And it also has to be really fun. Will people support us? We are growing organically and are so proud of our families who believe that their loved one is capable. When families first reach out to me about DCT, we call ourselves, I direct them to our website or our social media pages. But most importantly, we invite them to come here to a rehearsal or to a concert to see how we run. Everyone has a voice. There are no barriers, and there are no ability barriers. It is a safe place for everyone. Since 2018, we've had many, many programs, 19, and they all feature a showcase concert. And you see up here many of them as Deepak scrolls through. COVID did not stop us. We went online, and we had people from all over the world. It was really cool. CNN, actually, a celebrity came on to see what we were doing. We meet on Zoom, and full showcase concerts would be performed. And we were thrilled when, in 2022, we were able to return in person for our Seussical the Musical performance. The memories created are indescribable. And at this time, we're going to showcase for you our theme song which is from the movie Greatest Showman. It's entitled This Is Me. And what's really neat about today is we're collaborating with not only Dreams Come True Music Studio, but our Young at Heart group and Community of Faith Musical Theater. So I'm going to invite them up now as we perform This Is Me. Thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful anthem. We just had the honor of performing with Brass Roots the night after Elf, and imagine performing that with brass band. Thank you, thank you. We have celebrations, and you can see here the next few slides. We love to perform, and you work so diligently and with such fierce dedication and work differently. It's important to share your work. We are grateful to many of these organizations that invite us to share our message of meaningful inclusion. And coming up in 2024, we're invited back to the Night of Heroes with Community Living London. We're invited to the alumni to speak at Western University. We've invited to the University of Guelph in March. And we invited to perform back the national anthem at the London Knights hockey game. So we are pumped for what's happening in 2024. As Cameron grew, I knew he would not fit into society's box. I knew that he would learn, but he would have to learn differently. And I also knew that he deserved to live an awesome, ordinary life. In order for that to happen, God challenges and encourages me each and every day to try and change the thinking of some of those around Cameron and I. Many years have been dedicated to teaching people that my child's capable, teaching people to accept my child for who he is. And I'm still trying to teach people to take aside the labels of an intellectual disability and fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, permanent brain damage, because that is not who my son is. My son is a human. During his elementary school years, we continued to advocate nonstop to try and teach teaching staff how to reach Cameron. And it's difficult, but we did not give up. He has a different ability, and that's okay, because you are amazing, Cameron, and don't ever forget that. At this time, I'm going to invite Muriel up, and then I'll talk about inclusion and faith, and she's going to share her thoughts on what dreams come true and community of faith. Oh my goodness, and young at heart mean to you. Thank you, Muriel.
So I have autism and ADHD, and like many others in Dreams Come True, have come from a past filled with exclusion and rejection and being shamed for my differences. And opportunities to participate meaningfully in other music theater programs have been really limited because of their exclusive competitive nature. When I discovered Dreams Come True Music Studio, I found a place of safety, a place where I have the opportunity to express my gifts without fearing the unkind judgment of others. And in that safe and supportive environment, my friends and I have found our voices and so much more. We've found acceptance and respect for who we are, and we've found friendship. And the same goes for Community of Faith and Young at Heart as well. They're all a very safe place.
Thank you, Muriel. Well said. When you live with a different ability, sometimes you have difficulty communicating your thoughts and your feelings. And with FASD and an intellectual disability, Cameron sometimes communicates his fears and his feelings differently through his behavior. It can even happen now in 2023, and that's okay, Cameron, because we navigate together. Many years ago, even at this church, I felt we were not welcome, and that was our feelings, because I would pick up Cameron from Sunday school and was given a report of his not so awesome behavior. And I did not want to stop coming to church, so what I did do is I hid at the very back row in case I had to escape. And it was really lonely until one day, Reverend Isaac reached out and he said, "Why are you not coming to Sunday school anymore?" And I explained, and he said, "Would you come in and teach the volunteer staff how to work with people with different abilities?" So that was a phone call I will never forget. Then Carrie Stover came here to do a placement. He said, "Allison, how do I deal with these young people?" And so he was so open to learning how to deal with people of all ages and all abilities. So thank you, Siloam, for truly welcoming everyone. And Cameron, thank you for sticking it out with me, because we did not want to leave, did we? Up next is Young at Heart, and I want to give thanks to Siloam and to Reverend Sheila, who recently retired, for believing my vision of creating exactly what you see up there, a safe space. They understood that Sunday school had to change, and it isn't strictly about children. It's about people of all abilities and different cognitive abilities that want to be together. So on Sunday mornings, in that library, we meet at 10:30. But honestly, people are arriving earlier, I've noticed, because they just want to hang out and socialize. It's beautiful. We follow curriculum, illustrated ministry, and we also mix it with activities designed to reach the whole person, activities designed to foster community, activities designed to respect the human. And then the last 10 minutes of each service, we come out and show you what we've been doing back there, because we need to be seen. We need to have a voice. And the feedback from you and from Rogers and from Facebook has been wonderful. So thank you for believing in the Young at Heart. The youth and the Young at Heart are the future of our church. And what's really neat about Young at Heart, we end in June, but the last lunch we had when Reverend Sheila was retiring, we thought, okay, we're going to see you in September, but we got together and during the summer had many different activities. East Park, bowling, golf, it was so much fun. Community of Faith is up next. Dreams Come True Music Studio inspired me to create another faith-based music group with an intentional faith base. So I reached out to different churches, people that don't even have a faith that they felt, and I said, "Would you like to come be a part of this?" And so what began was On Our Way Through Bethlehem, and then A Not So Terrible Parable. Different church communities have joined us, so we want to thank them. And then we moved it here to Siloam for our recent musical, A Do-It-Yourself Christmas, and we got to perform some of it with Blythe Cantata, so thank you. It's really wonderful, the collaboration that is taking place. So thank you again, Siloam, and we look forward to the next musical that will happen, so stay tuned. So it's so cool that as we are doing, let's say, Elf, my mind's going behind the scenes. What are we doing next? And drum roll, everybody. What's coming next? DCT coming soon. Keep drum rolling and keep moving. Keep going. He's got it. And next one. And ready, the next slide. We are performing Lion King Jr. So exciting. We do have to get permission from New York, and they now are well aware of Dreams Come True Music Studio, so whenever I apply for a license, we're never turned down yet. As you can see, there are so many opportunities for music to be used as a vehicle for meaningful inclusion. Dreams Come True Music Studio performed Elf, and now we're about to do Lion King, and we had a fabulous performance, as I mentioned earlier, with Brass Roots. Together, we collaborate with Young at Heart and Community of Faith Musical Theater. And thank you for the best opportunity, I think, that I can speak for a lot of us. We went down the street to Wendy's mom's home, Henley Place, just before Christmas, and it was beautiful. All three groups got together to perform, and we put lots of smiles on the residents' face. So thank you, Wendy. We'll go back. Next slide is about our volunteers. And some are here, volunteers. If you would stand up, please, volunteers. If you're here, I see Karen, Wendy, Debbie. Let's go, you guys. Miss Katie. Yes. Mr. Charlie. No words can describe the value of our volunteers. They are friends who give their time to support us and share their hearts with us. They are gifts. So thank you. The next slide is a quick documentary, a little snippet of Miss Caroline, who is now a doctor. And she, in her research for her PhD, included Dreams Come True Music Studio at the Don Wright Faculty of Music. And we're going to show you a little clip of what she did for her big dissertation, and I had the honor on Zoom to be part of it when she was crowned doctor. And here it is. Enjoy. Dreams Come True Music Studio aspires for everyone of all ages and all abilities to be able to get up each day and sing their song.
Saving, bad friends, and happy bugs.
Making new friends and singing solos and dancing and moving around.
The friendship, the singing, dancing, the parties we have, concerts.
When I saw, I feel like I'm included with the whole group.
I really like that song, Imagine. It was fun to use my device and my voice to sing with the song. I learned that I could listen to the music, follow along and sing with my voice.
I had a hard time reading, but I got through it anyways. I learned that no matter what I do, I can work hard and get through it.
Just let me be the person that I want to be and be my own diva.
The most important thing I think about when dreams come true for everyone is that we get to be ourselves and be who we are. Yes. As we always say and we sing in our anthem, this is me.
Look out, this here I come. And I'm what you want to be. I'm going like the world. I'm not scared to be seen. I need no apologies. This is me.
Many of our families face a challenging journey, sleepless nights, and many tears, and we still continue to advocate. But I have to tell you, we've made such great gains. Together with all of you believing, my son and I are blooming. As Mr. C taught us to bloom where we are planted. God teaches us we are family. You Mr. C. Siloam, you've opened your hearts to people of all ages and all abilities as outreach for our Dreams Come True family, for our Young at Heart family, for a community of faith musical theater group family. And you've witnessed something pretty magical in this very building. You are observing that everyone deserves to be treated as a valued person, and everyone deserves to be included. We are all part of this blooming. How exciting. Thank you, Cameron, for inspiring me to believe. At a dark time in my life, I didn't. And we all deserve to live an awesome, ordinary life and bloom where we were planted. I hope today, and I challenge you today, if you could leave with a desire to continue to bloom where you are planted, to reach out and build relationships with those around you who may live with a different ability. If you see us here on a Sunday, come in, say hi, smile to us, because some of us are very shy or don't know how to articulate and reach out to you. Come up and say your name, introduce yourselves. We'd love to make new friends. And what a gift you will find with people of all ages and all abilities. It's possible. Anything's possible. We like to close with music, and we chose a selection that's very meaningful, particularly in the present state of the world. Imagine if the world lived as one.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Or die for. No religion too. Imagine all the people living for today. They say I'm a dreamer.
Imagine no possession. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man.